Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Monday evening or whenever you view this video. And we're going back to our heavyweight tournament using Title Bout Championship Boxing for the PC. This is bout number 34 in round 1. Oliver McCall, former heavyweight champion. He won the title from an upset of Lennox Lewis, would lose it to Frank Bruno and lose the rematch to Lennox Lewis, takes on Roland LaStarza, a top contender from the late 40s, early 50s, who twice lost to Rocky Marciano, first time a 10-round split decision. The second time, well, Rocky was a little annoyed that people thought LaStarza actually possibly could have beat him, and Marciano TKO'd LaStarza in the 11th, battering him into an unbelievable pulp of just mutton. He hit him so many times and so many times in the arms and so hard he broke all of his blood vessels in his upper arms and would TKO LaStarza in the 11th. LaStarza, a very competent, top-notch contender. Excellent defensive fighter. So let's go to a very steamy Yankee Stadium for this 15-round bout. The winners shall advance to round 2 of our heavyweight tournament. Once again, Oliver McCall, Roland LaStarza, 15 rounds of 3-minute boxing. Oliver McCall had a record of 59 victories, 14 defeats, no draws, 38 by stoppage. Roland LaStarza, 57, 9-0 with 27 stoppages. All tournament bouts, the pugilists will be in the prime of their careers. And top condition. As we set those variables. Oliver McCall is trained by Emmanuel Stewart, cutman Eddie Aliano. Roland LaStarza in his corner, trainer Angelo Dundee and Ralph Citro. I have assigned these cornermen. Let's quickly take a look at the Roland LaStarza card. As he is a New Yorker. He will be a big fan favorite here at Yankee Stadium. LaStarza from the Bronx, 6 feet. Will weigh in at 195 pounds for this bout. He did not want to be measured for his reach. Excellent jab, excellent defensive fighter. LaStarza, boxer, seldom fouls. Fights average on the inside, excellent on the outside, excellent covering up and on the ropes. Doesn't go for the knockout too well, again average. Will tie you up on the inside and work the free hand. Against a slugger, control factor of a 10. And that's what McCall is, a 10. So he's going to dictate the pace a bit more in this bout. He will go down, but usually does not get knocked out, as he was only stopped twice in his career and once was by the great legendary Rocky Marciano. Defense, excellent. -6. He's going to take away a lot of punches from Oliver McCall, and he loves to fight off the ropes. And he loves to throw combinations. Overall, Title Bout Championship boxing rating is a 9. Very little hitting power, though, only a 3. If he TKOs you, it's from frustration and wearing you down or possible cuts. Let's check out the Oliver McCall card as we await the fighter's entrance to the ring. Oliver McCall stands 6'2", reach just under 80 inches, 79.5, and he will weigh in for this bout 225 pounds. Let's go to his ratings. He is a slugger. He will foul on occasions, likes to fight on the inside at a 3 out of 4 clip. Outside and cover up, he's average 2 out of 4. Go for knockout, 75%, 3 out of 4. Not that he gets a knockout for 75%, but he's quite proficient at it. Clinching, he ties up 2 on the inside, can easily be frustrated. Against a boxer, his control factor is only an 8. Again, LaStarza will dictate the pace. Solid chin. Killer instinct an 8, aggressiveness an 8, endurance a 9, so is LaStarza's. Defense is average. Hitting power, 3 points higher than LaStarza. He's a 6. And he likes to throw that cross. He likes to throw that right cross behind that jab. And he will throw 1-2s on the inside. He likes to hold and rip the uppercut. Overall rating is a 10 in title belt championship boxing. We are at Yankee Stadium. 15 rounds. It'll be automatic strategy for McCall and LaStarza. I have nothing to do with the strategies. I just call the fight. It will be a radio call. You will see the sim as I make the radio call. There are adjustments for weight, and there is no judge bias. Again, we're at steamy Yankee Stadium. Michael Buffer is the announcer. Randy Newman, former heavyweight contender from the 70s, is the referee. In case of rare incident stoppage, the fight will be declared a draw and will be fought over at a later date before 50% of the fight, after 50% of the fight, or up until 50% of the fight. It'll go to the scorecards. 3 judges will score the fight. 10-point must system. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. The mandatory 8 is in effect. You can never, ever be saved by the bell, and the referee or doctor can stop the contest. The judges from England, Mickey Van. From the United States of America, Larry Hazard. And from Puerto Rico, Tony Perez. We see a couple of luminaries at ringside. Captain Carl 8 McGill and Dave Little. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel, Dave Little. Lots of great basketball using Action PC and card and dice wrestling. Once again, McCall is a slugger and has an 8 control factor versus a boxer. LaStarza has a 10 control factor versus a slugger. He will dictate the pace using his jab and defensive ability and ring generalship. The power edge does go to McCall, 46-23. Endurance even, 90% apiece. Defense, this is where LaStarza is tremendous. He has a tremendous edge in defense. As long as he can land that jab in combinations, he could win quite easy points victory through 15. Hand speed, again, heavily favors Roland LaStarza. He's very quick with his hands and feet. Tactician, slight edge for LaStarza, 57-50. As their tactical skills, how well you fight the fight that you train for, and the corner advice during the bout. It's fight time, folks. Oliver McCall, Emmanuel Stewart, the trainer, Cutman Eddie Aliano, they were assigned. Emmanuel Stewart actually did train Oliver McCall at one point in time. Roland LaStarza, I assigned Angelo Dundee and Ralph Citro. We're at Yankee Stadium. The title bout ringside expert is Richard Plunkett. Both fighters are in the ring. They approach the center of the ring for the final instructions. A huge crowd here at Yankee Stadium to see one of their favorite sons, Roland LaStarza, take on Oliver McCall. They turn to Emmanuel Stewart, and Newman asks any question from the McCall corner. Stewart says no. So the trunks are good on both fighters as he shows where a low blow will be and where it will not be. He turns to Angelo Dundee in the LaStarza corner. Any questions from the LaStarza chief second? Angelo Dundee says no. He says, okay, they come here to watch you fight, not me, referee. Watch the rough stuff, God bless, touch gloves, and come out fighting. Both fighters go back to their corners. LaStarza will be on your right in the blue corner. McCall will be on your left in the red corner. And here's the bell for round number 1. Fans to their feet. LaStarza to the center of the ring. And LaStarza right away with a 4-punch combination. McCall felt that, tries to get his hands up. LaStarza again, ring generalship. Again, a quick 1-2 combination. Uppercut splits the guard of Oliver McCall. LaStarza throws punches. McCall ducks away. McCall digs to the body and comes up to the head. LaStarza stays on the outside, blocks those punches. Action, ring center. Again, LaStarza defense, pawing with that jab. He throws a right and misses, a left and misses. And McCall lands a big counter right hand. LaStarza comes back, but the harder blows landed by McCall. LaStarza backs up just a bit, and he nails McCall as he comes in. A big round for LaStarza. 15 seconds left. McCall backs up, and LaStarza follows and nails him, and there's the bell they tie up. So the one big power punch by Oliver McCall rattled LaStarza just for a brief moment. He backed up a bit, regrouped, laid his trap, and nailed McCall coming in, and by the end of the round had forced McCall back past ring center. So the quick hands of Roland LaStarza rat-a-tatted Oliver McCall like he was a piñata. But McCall did land that one big right hand. I give that 10-9 LaStarza. 10-9 LaStarza. So round one, LaStarza, his quick hands came into play there. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of Title Bout Championship Boxing. And Richard Plunkett also gives it 10-9 LaStarza. Fans are going crazy here. Quickly to the McCall corner. Emmanuel Stewart says, you got to be first. LaStarza has very good hand speed. Got to be first. Jab to that midsection. Try to bring that right up top. You caught him with one good right hand. Stay focused, as he knows McCall can lose his focus in these bouts. Quickly to the LaStarza corner. A very happy Angelo Dundee. Work everything off the jabs. Throw your combinations. Rinse and repeat. Stay on your toes on the inside. Tie him up. Work the free hand. We prepare for round number 2. Let's take a look at some quick punch stat numbers. As LaStarza just battered McCall. If he had any punching power, he would have phased him, but it's just a lot of quick combinations. He threw 9 combinations that landed. He likes to work off that jab and follow it up. 39 punches to McCall's 12. The hand speed and ring generalship, the difference in round number 1. We prepare for round number 2, and ding ding goes the bell. Fighters to the center of the ring, both fighters fighting at a normal pace. McCall lands a quick 1-2, trying to heed the advice of Emmanuel Stewart. Get off first. McCall tries to force LaStarza back. LaStarza digs to the body. 2 good body shots. LaStarza, again, both fighters throw. LaStarza got the better of it. LaStarza again working the jab. Backing up McCall with quick shots. McCall backing up, blinking his eyes. 1:40 to go here in round 2. But they tie up and they break. 1:20 to go. LaStarza with an edge here. McCall backs up, misses with a big left hook. LaStarza counters with a left and then the follow-up right. Under a minute to go, it's been LaStarza. McCall looking to land that big punch. LaStarza misses on the inside, pushes McCall away. Action ring center. Another good quick combination by LaStarza. Another 4-punch combination. Snapping Oliver McCall's head back. McCall backs up, digs to the body, and there's the bell. Wow. Great action by LaStarza. That uppercut went right through McCall's guard, snapping his head back. LaStarza wins that round quite convincingly, round 2. Another 10-9 round for Roland LaStarza. The hand speed, the ring generalship. McCall landed one decent blow, but LaStarza's absorbed them quite well. If he gets hit one at a time, he'll be able to handle it, most likely. Unofficial scorecard of Richard Plunkett, Title Bout Championship Boxing, 10-9 LaStarza after 2. LaStarza 20, McCall 18. Quickly to the Oliver McCall corner and Emmanuel Stewart. And they're just telling him, be first, work the body, get on the inside and rough him up. Try to back him to the ropes, but that is a catch-22 as LaStarza loves to fight off the ropes and counter. He likes to lay the trap and nail his prey coming in. We quickly go to the LaStarza corner and Angelo Dundee. Dundee says, beautiful. That jab is a masterpiece. Keep painting the picture. Punch stat numbers. It's going to be another big round for LaStarza. 43 punches landed. As again, he's just letting his hands go. McCall only landed 18. McCall cannot get in any rhythm. Anytime he tries to advance with an attack, that jab is disrupting him, or the ring generalship, the movement of LaStarza. At times it's very slight, and at other times he's up on his toes. We prepare for round number 3 so far. The first 2 rounds, all Roland LaStarza. McCall's got to land something big here to turn the tide of battle. There's the bell. Round number 3. Again, action ring center. Pawing with the jab. 1-2 misses. McCall was able to duck away from those punches, but he doesn't duck away from that 4-punch combination again. The last punch splits the guard of McCall as the uppercut. Fighters throw and miss. Action ring center. Again, side-to-side movement from LaStarza. McCall can't do anything. A quick 2 jabs and a right hand by LaStarza, backing up McCall. And now LaStarza presses the action, and McCall ties up. McCall blinking his eyes again. McCall digs hard to the body. LaStarza takes a step back and a deep breath. 30 seconds to go, round 3. It's a close round. Not a lot of action in this round. 15 seconds. LaStarza lets his hands go, trying to steal the round at the end. And there's the bell. Both fighters throw and miss. LaStarza rallies at the end. It was a close, slower pace round for LaStarza. He looked like he was trying to pace himself a bit after 2 big outputs in round 1 and 2. I give him round 3 10-9, but that one was close. That one was closer. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of Richard Plunkett. And he gives it 10-9 for LaStarza, so 30-27, Roland LaStarza after 3. Scheduled for 15 here at Steny Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. To an Oliver McCall corner that is quite disappointed, as Emmanuel Stewart trying to pump up his fighter, as McCall can become disinterested and disheartened. Saying, work that body. You felt that body punch. You stopped him there, Oliver. Work the body. Get on the inside and dig. Now to the Roland LaStarza corner and Angelo Dundee. Angelo still very happy with his fighter. He says, I like to see you throw a few more punches, but you're pacing yourself. I understand. Continue to paint that picture with that beautiful jab. Punch stat numbers before we begin round number 4. McCall landed 12 punches in total. LaStarza, in his lowest punch output total, landed 25, working off the jab. But again, you can see the combinations. He likes to throw punches in bunches, keeping his counterpart, Oliver McCall, off balance at all times. And when he's not throwing punches, he's moving side to side, dipping and darting, sometimes up on his toes. He is the dance master, as he has been painting a beautiful picture with a broad brush all over Oliver McCall's face. We prepare for round number 4. McCall's going to try to get on the inside and rough up LaStarza. LaStarza's going to stay on the outside and play defense. McCall pressing, and now he backs up LaStarza towards the rope. Digs 2 shots of body. LaStarza ties up. LaStarza laying on the ropes, trying to lay a trap. Referee warns LaStarza for holding McCall's neck. LaStarza throws punches off the ropes, but misses, and countering shots, big blows by McCall, and LaStarza ties up. LaStarza a bit rattled. McCall digs a shot, possibly low. The referee warns him, minute 15 to go. LaStarza fights his way off the ropes. 3-punch salvo. Back to the center of the ring. McCall backs up, looking to land a big right hand. LaStarza pawing with the jab. Still a bit shooken up from those right hands he's taken. LaStarza digs 2 shots to the body, backs up, looking to lay the trap. Both fighters throw and miss. 10 seconds to go, close round 4. They tie up, and there's the bell. A very close round. I give it even. The harder punch combo was landed by Oliver McCall, and that did back up LaStarza, to me, initially retreated to the ropes voluntarily, trying to set the trap, and then he got tagged. Some good body shots, a few good body shots by McCall. LaStarza did fight his way off the ropes. I give that round even, 10-10. Unofficial scorecard of Richard Plunkett. He gives it 10-9 to LaStarza. So he has it 40-36. I have it 40-37. Quickly to the Oliver McCall corner, as Eddie Aliano gives McCall some water and then some Vaseline and grease around the eyes and cheeks. Emmanuel Stewart's much more happy, so that's what we want you to do. Get on the inside, Oliver. Work and work hard. Always trying to encourage Oliver McCall. You can't really go negative with McCall in the corner. He will shut down. We go to the LaStarza corner, and he could be tiring a bit. As he has a cut on the outside of that right eyebrow. And they're working feverishly on it. So Ralph Citro, that could be a turning point there. We did see some abrasion there, but it's a cut. And Citro's going all out to stop it on the right eyebrow, outside right eyebrow. So it should trickle down and not into the eye, but when the punches are being thrown, it could go into the eye. You could see Citro applying the coagulant. So there's some concern in that LaStarza corner. Could this be a bout changer here? Go to punch stat numbers before we begin round number 5. And McCall only landed 6 punches, but they were the harder ones in my opinion, and the cut also really factors in now. LaStarza landed 19, but I gave it an even round. A lot of those punches just didn't seem to have an effect, and LaStarza was able to McCall was able to pin LaStarza to the ropes, even though LaStarza went there freely initially. We prepare for round number 6. Round number 5. There's the bell. McCall's going to try to get on the inside and rough up LaStarza again. LaStarza's going to stay on the outside and fight defensively. They tie up. Center of the ring. LaStarza, side-to-side movement, pawing with the jab, looking for the counter right hand. 2 minutes almost gone by. No one's landed anything of significance. And LaStarza's first after he blocks the McCall punches. Good body shots. McCall comes back, but LaStarza ducks away. McCall backing up. Those body shots seem to have hurt McCall. LaStarza working the jab. They tie up. They break. LaStarza pumps 3 jabs and a right hand into McCall's face. A minute to go. LaStarza finding that rhythm with that jab once again. McCall backing to the ropes. LaStarza ducks under those punches and comes up throwing. Uppercut splits the guard. LaStarza again splits the guard with the uppercut. McCall on the ropes. LaStarza opening up with both hands. 5 seconds. McCall counter right. There's the bell. A big comeback round for Roland LaStarza. Again, not the harder puncher by any means, but he let his hands go. He worked that body quite well, backing up McCall, and then twice snapping his head with those uppercuts, splitting his guard. And he just kept Oliver McCall on those ropes, using the jab and letting his hands go with the combinations. 10-9 round in round 5 for Roland LaStarza. He's building quite a comfortable lead, as I have him at 50-46. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of Richard Plunkett. He gives all 5 rounds, including the 5th, to Roland LaStarza. He has it 50-45. I have it 50-46 due to the even round that I gave in round 4. Quickly to the Oliver McCall corner. So the cut really did not phase LaStarza at all in that round. And again, Emmanuel Stewart trying to be very confident with a fighter who can easily lose his passion and his determination. He's saying, come on, Oliver, you can do it. We believe in you. Keep working that body. Back him up. We go to the LaStarza corner. That cut really didn't hamper him too much. And it's closed, so Ralph Citro did an excellent job. He's closed the cut for now. So great job by Citro. And Angelo says, keep working that jab. On the inside, dig the body. And when you don't want to punch, move away or tie up. LaStarza's a pretty strong fighter. Remember, he fought Rocky Marciano twice, losing a split decision in 10 in their first meeting. And then, when Marciano was heavyweight champion, losing his one title bid via TKO in 11. As Marciano broke the blood vessels in LaStarza's arms, he hit him so many times. Let's go to punch that number before we begin round number 6. McCall only landed 6 blows. And LaStarza landed 30 again, working with that beautiful jab that he's using as a paintbrush and painting a masterpiece on Oliver McCall's face. Also, he's digging to the body quite well, digging those body shots when he can. That'll take a lot out of a pugilist. We prepare for round number 6. It's been all Roland LaStarza. Ding, ding goes the bell. Again, McCall will try to force the action, trying to get on the inside, and LaStarza just peppers him from the outside. A quick jab, right hand. LaStarza again throws the counter right. He misses, and now a huge counter shot by McCall. LaStarza, knees buckle. McCall measuring. LaStarza pumps out some jabs. LaStarza gets hit to the body by McCall. McCall tries to press. LaStarza pushes him away. Now he digs to the body. And LaStarza's letting his hands go on the inside. LaStarza just punching away. 40 seconds to go. McCall, LaStarza, both fighters hammering away. 15 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. And there's the bell. Wow. LaStarza buckled but did not go down. LaStarza peppering away with those quick combinations, missed with a shot, and like a cobra strike, McCall landed that right hand that knocked out Lennox Lewis. But LaStarza buckled but did not go down. And he rallied. They went toe-to-toe in that center of that ring. And Angelo Dundee saying, don't do that, son. Not too much of that. I thought LaStarza rallied enough at the end of round 6 to take it 10-9. I now have it 60-55, LaStarza. Let's go to the Plunkett card, Richard Plunkett. He gives round 6 to Roland LaStarza. Rinse and repeat. He's given all 6 rounds to LaStarza, 60-54. I gave the 4th round even. That's our only difference. So it's been the hand speed and ring generalship of LaStarza that has won the day so far. To the McCall corner, they're very happy with that right hand. And again, Emmanuel Stewart always trying to give confidence and build up McCall's confidence, as he can lose it quite quickly. Saying just keep throwing that right hand, and timber. Let's see how that cut is. That cut is not reopened on the eye, the right eye of LaStarza. So Ralph Citro's done an excellent job. Cut stays shut. And again, Angelo Dundee, you could hear him yelling, not too much of that toe-to-toe exchange. He said, let's stay on the outside, work that jab. He's going to try to get on the inside. That's his battle plan, to work the body, tie him up, work the free hand, get distance with that jab. And when you tie him up, use that uppercut on the inside. Punch that, numbers, before we begin round number 7. Crowd in a frenzy, a pro LaStarza crowd, as he's from the Bronx. McCall landed 12 punches. LaStarza again lands 30. And look at the combinations. 11 combinations. He throws punches in bunches. Let's check out the traits. McCall's endurance starting to go down. And LaStarza still has plenty in the tank. That could factor in as this bout goes forward. Fighters are off their stool. Here's the bell for round number 7. And McCall looks like he's going to take a breather to the chagrin of Emanuel Stewart. And LaStarza on the outside gets caught with a good 3-punch combination by McCall. But now LaStarza comes back with 2 jabs, a 4-punch combo. Uppercut split the guard. LaStarza ducks under those punches but does not counter. Backs up looking to land that right hand. McCall throws a booming right hand. Misses. LaStarza comes back with 2 snapping jabs. Action ring center. Jabs on McCall and LaStarza both fall short. Counter right by LaStarza. Miss as McCall ducks under. The overhand right blocked by LaStarza. McCall, that was the go-home punch. McCall backs up. LaStarza throws a jab, digs to the body. 15 seconds left in a slow-paced round 7. A quick 1-2 by LaStarza, and there's the bell as McCall back towards the ropes. And at the end, got hit with a quick 1-2 combination. A slow-paced round, but a round that LaStarza easily won. He will fight 50 rounds if it's at that pace. So another round in the bank for Roland LaStarza. 10-9 LaStarza. 70-64 on my scorecard. The Richard Plunkett scorecard, all 7 rounds for LaStarza. 70-63. We go to the Emanuel Stewart and the Oliver McCall corner. And just the regular wear and tear in a pugilistic contest. Some slight end swell work by Eddie Aliano, the cut man. And now he applies the grease. Stewart gives McCall a swig of water. And it's going to come to a point where they're going to just tell him, try to knock him out. But he says, keep working on the inside. I don't know why you took a breather. You're in great condition. But again, that's where McCall can get frustrated and become disinterested. He quit against Frank Bruno when he lost the title. We go to the LaStarza corner. A very happy Angelo Dundee. Say, keep working the jab. Jab, jab, jab. You know he's going to try to throw that big right hand. That's what we got. And you know what? That cut in the outside right eyebrow, we did see some blood. But now that we're looking over, that's really bad. That could be a game changer. That is a bad cut. It is bleeding into the eye. And Citro really working hard. We did see some blood. And it's a very bad cut. And McCall, as now you can see Emanuel Stewart pointing, saying, he's got a bad cut. You got to go for it, Oliver. So even though LaStarza's dominating this fight, that is a huge cut. And the blood, they've stopped it, but you can still see the trickle of blood coming through the coagulant. And that is a bad cut and a bad position for LaStarza. That will bleed into the eye. Punch that numbers. And McCall might have a little more pep in his step in round 8. We shall see. McCall only landed 6 punches, but that one of that big right had to be that big right hand. Had to be that big right hand that really reopened that cut. Much worse. LaStarza landed 34 punches. Again, combinations, that's the way he likes to go. So, a lot more concern now in that LaStarza corner. Let's see if he takes the round off and tries to protect that cut with the huge lead. And let's see if McCall jumps on LaStarza. Round 8. And McCall's going for the knockout. LaStarza staying on the outside. LaStarza ties up. That blood starts to trickle from the eyebrow. McCall opens up with hard body shots. LaStarza backs up a bit, trying to regroup. LaStarza hasn't thrown anything. Right hand blocked. Now LaStarza throws 2 jabs from the outside, trying to keep distance. McCall pressing. Big right hand missed. LaStarza counters with a 3-punch combination. Again, paws at that eye. Blood starting to come down again. Minute 33 to go. LaStarza is tagged with a right hand, not full force. He rolled with the punch. And now a huge combination. Buckles LaStarza. That blood is flowing. The blood is flowing. Newman calling time. Now he lets him fight again. LaStarza's hurt. McCall pouring it on. This could be McCall's shot. The blood all over LaStarza's face. He can't see those blows coming. He tries to tie up. Now throws 2 jabs, backs to the ropes. But McCall just pounding away on LaStarza on the ropes. He's hurt. And McCall. Huge round. What a comeback by Oliver McCall. The tide of battle turned with that cut. And I'm giving that, even with no knockdown, a 10-8 round for McCall in round 8. LaStarza had all things going his way. As it's now 74-78 LaStarza, but a horrible cut. And that's a lot of blood. As LaStarza was pinned on the ropes, not of his own choice. And McCall just let his hands go. And Emmanuel Stewart saying, that's what we want. Quickly to the scorecard. And Richard Plunkett, unofficial scorecard, of course, of Title Belt Championship Boxing, gives it 10-9 McCall. I give it 10-8 for McCall. I thought it was a hellacious beating he put on LaStarza, buckling him. LaStarza, to his credit, stood up to the punishment. Quickly to a very happy Emmanuel Stewart, and he continues to pump up his fighter, saying, you got him. That cut's bad. He doesn't see those punches coming. Keep throwing, keep throwing, keep throwing. They smell TKO. And the blood is heavy. It's a tremendously bad cut over that right eyebrow. And Ralph Citro really squeezing that coagulant in there. He's got to stop that cut. LaStarza well ahead on points. Once that blood started to flow, Roland couldn't see the punches coming. And that's one Oliver McCall took full advantage. Again, will he stay on the outside and try to protect the cut and hope that the coagulant works? Or will he try to stop Oliver McCall? Again, LaStarza not a big puncher. The uppercut has tagged McCall quite a bit. And look at that. Again, that cut is horrible. You can see it up here. A lot of blood. It still trickles. As he stands up, we prepare for round number 9. Punch stat numbers. Actually, let's go to the stamina. McCall's endurance is starting to wane, but it might not matter. There might not be enough time to wear him down. That cut's horrible on the LaStarza right eye above it. McCall with his best output of the fight, 36 punches. He went for it as LaStarza was hurt on the ropes and bleeding. He only landed 19. We prepare for round number 9. Could this be the beginning of the end for Roland LaStarza? McCall definitely has some pep in his step. That confidence has come back. Can LaStarza wipe it away? Round 9. Fighters center the ring. McCall pressing the attack, looking to land that big blow to send him home. LaStarza quickly with 2 jabs, fighting on the outside, trying to stay away from that big McCall right hand. He stays on the outside, pawing with the jab, pawing with the jab. McCall tries to load up. Now they tie up and Newman breaks him. 2:10 to go in round number 9. Big right hand. Misses, and LaStarza pumps 2 jabs in McCall's face. McCall backs up, but LaStarza doesn't find for a big left hook. Misses. Good defense by LaStarza again with that jab. But there's a thudding right hand. LaStarza staggers. Blood all over his face. LaStarza trying to paw the blood away. Under a minute to go. He ties up. McCall has not landed any follow-up blows. 40 seconds ago. Opportunity lost. Big left hook. LaStarza blocked it. And he comes back off the ropes. Both fighters throw. Combinations. Battling. And there goes the bell. A close round. A lot of blood on LaStarza's face. Some on McCall's shoulder. LaStarza rallied, but not enough. He cannot see those big blows coming. And McCall wins 2 rounds in a row in my book. 10-9 this time. As I have it, 84-87. So McCall's cut the gap on my scorecard to 3 points. Let's go to the Plunkett scorecard. He gives McCall round 9, so that's 2 rounds in a row. Again, I gave round 4 even, so there's our difference. He has it 88-83. And then I gave a 10-8 round to McCall in round 8. So there's our difference of our scorecards. We go to the McCall corner, and very happy. McCall's confidence has come back. through the wonderful guidance of Emanuel Stewart. And he says, just keep working hard on that inside and throw that right hand. That cut is going to blow wide open once again. We can take him out. A very concerned Angelo Dundee and Ralph Citro in the LaStarza corner. Citro has been able to close that cut now, but how long will it stay closed, as it's very badly damaged over that right eye. They want him to work the jab, stay on the outside, but McCall has his confidence back. It's going to be, as we're at the halfway point, just past the halfway point, as we prepare for round number 10. So we got 6 more rounds. What looked like a cakewalk for LaStarza has now possibly become a mugging, as McCall's going all out to advance to round 2 of our heavyweight tournament. Let's go to punch stat numbers. McCall landed 18 punches. LaStarza landed 29, but again, obviously I gave it 10-9 to McCall. The harder blows, the aggressiveness. LaStarza's in trouble here, folks. Don't doubt that. We prepare for round 10. LaStarza's got to change the tide of battle. He's got to keep that cut closed, but yet throw punches. Round 10. Again, McCall's going all out for the kill. And he nails a 4-punch combination. That right hand lands on LaStarza. The blood starts to flow. LaStarza trying to stay on the outside, work the jab, block those blows. He's blinking. He's pawing out his eyes. Both fighters throw and miss. 2 minutes to go in round number 10. They tie up. Blood on McCall's shoulder. The referee's looking at that cut. He lets them continue to fight as he breaks them. And LaStarza comes forward and McCall nails him. He pushes him away. LaStarza wanted to tie up. McCall wants none of it. LaStarza again trying to throw that jab. McCall looking to land that big right hand. And now the doctors come in. The doctors come in to take a look at it. The doctor is stopping the fight with 7 rounds complete, as they will go to the scorecard. So the referee, when the cut occurred, said it was not by a punch, but yet a headbutt. Wow, we thought it was a punch. And the blood is going down. This is going to be controversial, folks. As Emanuel Stewart, again, some confusion here with Randy Newman. He's saying, no, I said it was a headbutt. Emanuel Stewart says it was a punch. LaStarza's corner's happy they're saying it's a headbutt. So when that happened, Randy Newman declared it a headbutt. Not really picked up by many people, as we thought it was a punch from our vantage point. As that's why we didn't pick up on that, so that came later in that round. Again, we saw it more when he sat on the stool. They're going to go to the scorecards. So this is a rare, again, so an accidental headbutt they're calling. It is not the punch. We saw punches landed and blood, but they're saying the headbutt caused it. And the doctor says LaStarza's eye is too bad to continue. So we will go to the scorecards, and I believe Roland LaStarza will advance. Wow! So we're going to go to the scorecards. Again, there's still some confusion in the ring. As Newman is saying, go to the scorecards. Even the judges are a little confused. He's saying, I said it was a headbutt. The commission representatives did say he called it a headbutt, so again, there was confusion. We will go to the scorecards. Unofficially, Richard Plunkett. So they will score this. They will score it through 9 rounds, I believe. They will not score. Do they score the sometimes they score the partial round. Oliver McCall was doing awesome as in this round. I don't know if they're going to score it partially. If they do, it will be McCall in round 10. But even with that, LaStarza would win a decision on my card due to the accidental headbutt and on the Plunkett card. All right, here we go. We await the announcement as Newman gathers the scorecards, and now He hands them. He hands them to Michael Buffer, and he's explaining once again it was an accidental headbutt. Tense moments here in the Bronx. Who will advance to round 2 of our heavyweight tournament? It was turning out to be a dandy. Here we go.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
So Michael Buffer has the scorecards, and we will go to the announcement. Michael Buffer has the call. Ladies and gentlemen, due to an accidental headbutt, we have tallied the judges' scorecards, and here is your decision. Mickey Van of England scores the bout 87-84, Roland LaStarza. And the crowd cheers. Tony Perez of Puerto Rico scores the bout even, 86-86. Larry Ezzard of the United States scores the bout 87-84 for the winner, and advancing, Roland LaStarza. So LaStarza advances by the hair of his chinny chin. Again, it was an accidental headbutt and not a punch. They went to the scorecards. I thought it was a TKO victory, but Newman says it was an accidental headbutt in the prior round when the cut occurred. I think it could have been the second time when it really opened up even more. Could have been the headbutt, because I'm pretty sure it was a punch the first time. But we'll have to go back and check that video. Either way, they go to the scorecards as the bout is stopped in round 10 due to the accidental headbutt, and they go to the scorecards as 9 complete rounds were fought, and the winner by split decision, once again, Mickey Van of England, 87-84 for LaStarza. Tony Perez of Puerto Rico, 86-86, had it even. And Larry Ezzard, it could have been a majority draw. It turns out to be a majority decision, as Ezzard has it 87-84 for LaStarza, as I had it 87-84. So Roland LaStarza will advance. That's a bad cut on that eye. He will advance to round 2 of the tournament. As we hit continue. So let's go to the punches. LaStarza punches landed 268. He landed over 130 more punches. 130 more punches than Oliver McCall, who only landed 138. McCall's weapon of choice, those crosses, he landed 24. He threw some look at LaStarza. LaStarza loved to work off the combination. 78% of the 78 combinations landed. LaStarza landed at 46.6% accuracy. McCall only 22.8, but McCall the bigger puncher, and he almost pulled it out. As Dave Little saying, it was a fixed controversy. Yeah, absolutely. It was very close. I thought when calling the fight, I'd take a quick look at the text, try to pick up on it quickly as I'm doing my own call. I thought it was a punch the first time. I might have missed when the cut opened up again. That could have been a headbutt, I guess. They called accidental headbutt. So again, a very controversial decision win for Roland LaStarza. Majority decision after the accidental headbutt stopped. The doctor says he cannot go on. And 9 rounds were complete, and they went to the scorecards. LaStarza wins a majority decision. And we will take a look at the scorecards, because that's going to be... I want to see how Perez scored it even. Let's see what rounds. This is going to be interesting to me. Scorecards. So, again, Mickey Van had it 87-84. Larry Ezzard had 87-84. I had it 87-84 LaStarza also. Disregard the cut for that moment. So, Tony Perez had it 86-86. 2 rounds LaStarza. Then even in the third, I gave an even round in the fourth. And then he goes 10-9 McCall in the fifth. in the fourth, excuse me. Then LaStarza 10-9 in the fifth. McCall 10-9 in the sixth. Then LaStarza 10-9 in the seventh. He gives 8 and 9, which were big rounds for McCall. 10-9, so that's 86-86. And that is a wow moment. So LaStarza advances after the accidental headbutt. They stop it in the 10th on the advice of the ringside physician, and they go to the scorecards. Controversial with referee Randy Newman, as he said, and again, the commission says he said it was an accidental headbutt. Pretty much everyone, they didn't. Again, I think the first cut was I'm going to go back and look at the text. I think the first cut was a punch, but I think when it opened up worse was the headbutt possibly. All right, let's go to the fighters again and update their record. So McCall's out of the tournament. His record, which will now include the sim bout, he's now 59, 15, 0, and 38 stoppages. And Roland LaStarza moves on to the second round. He's now 58, 9, and 0 with 27 stoppages. As we update the records. So that was a wild, crazy fight here in a steamy night in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built, has blood all over it. Wow. So hope everyone enjoyed that. Thank you to Dave Little. Check out his YouTube channel and his Facebook group. Which, if Dave, you're still there, if you can put it in the chat. Sports Sims. Anyway, Dave will put it in the chat and I will read it out if he's still there. And also thank you to Captain Carl 8 McGill, our good friend Bob. You see him throughout our wonderful FOC community, friends of the channel, friends of the community. He's in many chats, enjoying the streams and the camaraderie of the FOC. So thank you very much to both you fine jets. Once again, LaStarza wins majority decision on an accidental headbutt. They go to the scorecards after 9 rounds, and 87-84 by Mickey Van and Larry Ezzard. Tony Perez had it 86-86. And we're just waiting for a moment. Dave Little, if he's still there, if he can type in his Facebook group. Sports simulations and replays on Facebook. Yes, I always mess that up. Check that out, please. They have over 1,000. I think it's 1,011 now members in that group. So lots of fun stuff. So thank you very much. Health and happiness. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless. It was a wild one on a steamy night at Yankee Stadium. LaStarza, majority decision winner due to the accidental headbutt. And they go to the scorecards as the doctor stopped it in the round 10, saying LaStarza cannot continue, blood flowing all over the place. We thought McCall had TKO'd him. But they go to the scorecards, and LaStarza did have the lead on my scorecard, on Richard Plunkett's scorecard unofficial for Title Bout Championship Boxing, and where it mattered most, on Mickey Van and Larry Ezzard's scorecard, Tony Perez had it even. So watch out for those left hooks, big right hands, roll with the punches of life, and you shall be successful when you counter them. Till next time, God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace!